Hang on 1 second. Yeah, my quarter's almost about over. How you guys doing? Update about my, I know I told you that my Center Fan League is, I had 3 more teams left to clinch, and then once I clinched those teams, I was going to start the playoffs. Well, update. All 3 of them are now officially in the playoffs, and I'm beginning on my playoffs now. Beginning with Taylor Gale's team, the Murder Birds. And basically, it's a best-of-5 series, which means I gotta win 3 games out of 5. I've already won the first 2, and I'm about to be a quarter, second half away from figuring out if I'm gonna sweep my round 1 opponent for Gale's team, which is the Dallas Rowdies. Currently down 1, and I'm about to enter halftime right about now. Here. Whoa. So you hear that? Oh, no, it's gone. But it's just about, I'm in halftime now. It's Dallas ending the second quarter on a 14-5 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Rick, what's your analysis of how your defense has done so far?
Well, they're getting too many open looking threes. We're lucky they're missing a few. With this team, they strip down so much. You got to be really aware. You got to pay close attention to defense.
Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Anyways, yeah, Gale's team. I have 10 Center Fan teams, and I figured it was best to just start on the postseason now, and hopefully I have enough games and everything else to last me throughout the month. Here's the score. If I beat Dallas with Gale's team, then they make it to the next round. Okay. But, I hate that I have to wait, because usually March is around the time I would do this anyway to make room and make an effort to prepare and get ready for MLB The Show, which would come out later this month. But thanks to COVID, it's not going to be until April 20th. But I'm going to try and get the 4-day early access on the game and get my prep work started, which will save me a week of waiting. I'd rather start after 2 weeks instead of 3. Okay, moving on to this. And I'll probably be playing when Kelley's singing, which will maybe help me out with the. Well, you'll see. Just know that you may hear a couple buzzer whistle noises throughout this episode. It'll be for my game, pretty much, is what I'm trying to say. But anyways, that's not the reason why I'm early. You know what the reason why I'm always early, because there's stuff I want to go over that you might have missed on my story, which you probably have missed this today. Damn cowlick. Well, for starters, Macy, if you watch this, I know you told me to tag you in a merch picture on my story, but I'm wearing it right now on my show instead. And I'll probably be wearing this when you come on, which I'm still working out with her. I haven't forgotten about her, and she hasn't forgotten about me. She's just got a lot going on. right now, unfortunately, but for now, at least I'm wearing your shirt now. So, thank you, Macy. I love you. Why do I always do that? But anyway. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So to catch you up on the breaking news and everything else that happened since I left you guys yesterday with Charlotte Young, which was a really fun episode. Really hoping she makes it over to the States this year. If at all. Well, again, I don't know why I keep saying if at all. I just pray it happens. If she must check out Disneyland, include me in the process. God, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just babbling like a moron. Okay. So, Gracie Graham, at Gracie Graham, who I did a breaking news about, in February. If you saw the breaking news where there was a singer on a farm and there was chickens and everything surrounding her, you may remember, but if you don't, her thing is at Gracie Graham, Gracie Graam, Gracie Graham. As I said, the summer is, I guess, the part of 2021 where I need to worry more about finding singers and finding guests and whatnot. Let's just say she will be one of my guests this summer on May 2nd at 8. In May, I will also have one of, I guess you could say, in baseball terms, top prospects of She-Wolf Radio, Miss Demi Schwartz. I don't know when in May necessarily it's going to happen, but she said she'd touch base with me again in mid-April when it gets closer. And then on April 12th, and the month, it just became March, and I'm already getting some people for April. This is Miss, I did get a singer for, oh, now it's a bigger minute. My hair just does not want to cooperate, ladies and gentlemen. It just does not want to cooperate. Just doesn't at all. Okay, but anyways, as I was saying, on April 12th at 7, I will have Sarah somebody on the show, and Sarah somebody? What? You don't even, you freaking booked a guest for April 12th and you can't even remember her last name? What the heck, man? No. No, I did not forget her name, her last name. Smart Alex, let me show you what I'm talking about. Joke's on you. Yeah. What were you saying again about me forgetting the singer's name? Last name? And everything? Like, oh, okay, my bad, dog, my bad. And it's like, yeah, that's right, exactly. But yeah, she will be April 12th at 7. So I have 2 singers for May, thankfully. So at least now I know I will have a couple, at least, singers this summer. Thankfully. Let me just finish getting a couple of things set up here before we get started. Okay, got that. Got that. Now I just need one more thing. Whoops. Okay. You ready? Because I know I am. Alright, got that. Got that. But yeah, as I said, my Singer Fam playoffs are officially started. And just to briefly go down the list quickly and tell you who each of my 10 Singer teams is facing in the first round of the playoffs. Again, the teams that I face in the playoffs doesn't matter. It's the Singer Fam teams that matter. But let's just say Team J Madison is facing the Brooklyn Cobras. Carly Lynn's team is facing the Toronto Thunderbirds. Elise's team is facing the Miami Flamingos. Lexi Lauren's team is facing the Milwaukee Lumberjacks. Juju Rossi is facing the LA Generals. Brittany West's team, the Vampires, is facing the Omaha Mammoths. Team Dixie Jade is facing the Honolulu Shellbacks. Bailey James' team is facing Cedar Rapids, and Megan Barker's team is facing the Houston Orbits. Again, it's a custom league. I mean, it's a custom Singer Fam teams against the custom name teams that you shouldn't really care about. Okay, let's see if Kelley's here. Kelley, are you here? You're ready? Because I'm ready if you are. Delicious milk. Whoa. Kelley, are you ready? I'm going to get you in here in just a second. Alright. Now, don't fuck up the introduction, David. Do not fuck it up. Do not fuck up the introduction. You can do this. I believe in you. You can do this. Okay. So, my guest today is somebody that's been on the show already once before. And she's making her round 2 appearance on my little shindig to help me stretch things out this year. You know her from her album Glitter and Grit, and her songs such as One More Mile, Tumbling, That Kind of Love, and Jealousy. Please welcome back to the show for the second time in this concert series, the adorable ray of sunshine herself, Miss Kelley. I'm trying not to say Jeanne. I know it's Kelley Jeanne. But it's like I said, with the go-to pronunciation, and if I haven't heard somebody say it out in public before or spoke it, and I read it, and then it absorbs in my head, that's the go-to pronunciation. And I always say Jeanne. So let me try it again. Kelley Jeanne. That was a bit of a wobbly bicycle, but I made it. Oh, dang it, I made it. A little bit of water. Damn it. Oh, I got a towel right here. Okay. Alright, Kelly. I'm ready if you is. Spickety spin, nice and clean.
Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
get pasta. Okay, so the first thing is first. On a scale of 10 to 10, how pissed are you that J.J. Watt chose Arizona over his brothers?
Oh,
The
okay.
correct answer is 10.
I
The
know.
correct
Well,
answer is 10.
I kind of knew he wasn't going to go to Pittsburgh. I mean, I can't blame him for going to the money. So,
We could have traded to it. We could have traded Stephon to it.
I'm just
It could have been
glad that
done.
he didn't go to Cleveland. That's what I was actually very worried about.
Oh, if he would have went to Baltimore or Cleveland, then I would have been all the more furious.
Yeah.
All the more furious.
I just saw your scary movie posters. Are you a scary movie fan?
Yeah, didn't we talk about this last time?
I don't know if we did. Maybe we did a little bit. I am a scary movie fan too. Like Annabelle and The Conjuring are some of my favorite movies.
Oh, how ironic that that's one of my posters over here.
Look at that. I know. Is the other one the It movie?
Yeah, that one is It, and that one over there is The Gallows, which the directors of that movie actually follow me on Twitter, believe it or not.
Hey Noah, our friend Noah just posted. I write with Noah, so I wanted to say hey to him because I saw him.
Yeah, I just not too long ago had your drummer Cheryl on the show.
Yes, no, isn't she amazing? She's great. She's so sweet.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm so lucky to have met her. She's like definitely not afraid to be herself at all. Like she lives authentically in herself and she's a good time. We have a ton of fun at band practice. When we had the snowstorm here in Nashville, she told me, because I didn't have a sled, she told me just to get a cooking sheet and put bacon grease on it. And it worked out for her. It did not work out for me. Like I fell face first in the snow.
I live in Florida. What's snow?
I know. Well, don't you think it should be the same for here in Nashville? But we got a good bit of snow. So, but now it's nice and warmish.
Oh, believe you me, it's gonna feel like summer around here sooner than you think.
Yeah, we actually have a show in Florida, but it's the Florida-Alabama line at the end of March in Campbellton, Florida. And so the last time we were there in December was pretty nice and warm. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like.
Well, I think you'll definitely feel more somewhat winterish feels over there. I mean, I don't necessarily know what Alabama's weather situation is, but I know it's definitely going to be better than here.
Yeah.
For sure. But I take it Cheryl was working late today.
Yeah, she is working late today. She has a job for, I think it's Warby Parker, and I mean she's great at it. I don't know how she deals with people sometimes. Oh, my friend Dana's there. Hey Dana. She has a cute kitten. So I'm a cat person. Oh, actually I'm just an animal person.
Yeah. I got my dog Riley, who's in the other room.
Oh.
I bring her in, but she's somewhat camera shy.
Yeah, we might have like an episode. We were sitting here like writing and playing some songs earlier, and my kitten, who she's about to be 1 at the end of this month, but we named her Dolly after Dolly Parton, obviously. So she was just like crying and meowing and just wanting to be held. So if you hear some kitten meows, it will probably be her trying to jump up and steal the show.
That's completely understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last time I saw her, she was I saw Riley. She was eating one of her bone treats, and she doesn't like me disrupting her when she's eating her bones and stuff. So
Aw, so cute. No, we haven't. I haven't had a puppy ever in my life. I've always had cats. But the Nashville Humane Society allows you to go into the shelter for a day and take one of their puppies and take them for walks and go get treats and everything. And they're allowed to like wear like a little vest that says "Adopt Me," so you can take them out in public so people can see them and will want to adopt them. So like that's something that I'm
seriously,
hoping to do. So I'll have a puppy for a day.
seriously, Nashville's allowed to do. Damn it, Florida, step up your game.
I
I'm
know.
jealous about that.
Kind of like really cool because I've never had a puppy, and since we're getting back into traveling a little bit for music, now would not be a great time to get a puppy. Hey, how are you? So yay, people are watching. I love it when people pop in and watch and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of sort of like I was talking about with um wow, am I really that dumb? Who the heck did I even have on my show yesterday? Oh yeah, Charlotte Young.
Oh yeah.
It's like I was saying with her. Uh, I mean, technically, I could do my lives on my own because it's like I was talking with her the other day. And as I was talking about earlier in the show today, you've seen me do some of my Singer Fam League NBA 2K basketball games that
Yeah.
I've broadcasted before, and I mean they've done okayish, not necessarily the greatest. But again, I was too busy playing and not seeing who was watching. But I don't necessarily have very many quote unquote assets around here to make things interesting, and that's kind of sort of, well, it's not the full reason why I'm doing it,
Yeah.
but it's a small, tiny, teeny weeny chunk of a reason why I was getting this little concert series thing developed, because I mean, you guys can really help make it interesting.
Yeah, hopefully we can. Hopefully we do.
Oh, I don't doubt that you won't, not in the least.
Oh, thank you. Well, wait, thank you, I think.
No, it was good. It was good intended.
Yeah. But we could play your song if you want us to.
Sure. And as like I said, speaking of, if you hear something, um, as I said, I'm currently working on getting Gail's team out of round one and all that jazz. You may hear some whistles going on. Just know it's from my game. But
You're
let's hear the first
good.
one.
You're good. We'll play you a few songs and keep you at least maybe a little bit distracted from your game. So, but what one did you want to play first, Chase?
Oh, do you want to do the dog song?
Yeah, this one is called For the Dog, and I just wrote it with my friend Noah Tellish and Elijah Jordan. I should have seen this coming. You got your suitcase packed. Something tell me this time you ain't coming back. I know you're tired of fighting, but honey, can't you see? If you're leaving this time, you ain't just leaving me. She'll be scratching at the door the minute that you leave. All alone in this old house, she'll go plumb crazy. She'll be sitting on the couch, taking those long walks. You don't have to stick around for me. Do it for the dog. She'll miss you each morning, jumping in her bed. Like when we try to sleep in, but she wants to pray instead. I know you're tired of fighting, but honey, can't you see? You were always her favorite, now she's stuck with me. She'll be scratching at the door the minute that you leave. All alone in this old house, she'll go plumb crazy. She'll be sitting on the couch and taking those long walks. You don't have to stick around for me. We do it for the dog. How could you throw our love away? She stayed beside you every day. Every day. She'll be scratching at the door the minute that you leave. All alone in this old house, we'll go plumb crazy. She'll be sitting on the couch, taking those long walks. You don't have to stick around for me, baby. I wish you would stick around for me. Do it for the dog. Just do it for the dog. Thank you. Oh my gosh, is that your puppy?
Yeah, she was crying towards your song, and I was gonna wait and surprise. I was gonna surprise her way in here, but
Look how cute
she's mad at me because I took her away from her eating her.
Oh my gosh, she is so cute. How old is she?
I want to say 8 or 9 years old.
Oh my gosh, she is so precious. And what's your favorite
And
thing to do?
For those of you that follow me on TikTok, all things hot messes, I posted a video of her not too long ago.
Oh.
It was of a Snapchat that I did. It wasn't recent. It was actually many years ago. Not very many years ago, but I think it was, what was it? According to my Snapchat, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 4.
Oh.
But to make a long story short, there was a video on there that showed basically I was eating ice cream. I was eating the last bit of ice cream from the tub, you know, and she was there, and what Riley does is that she when you're like finished eating your food, she'll try and lick off the rest of the residue
Yeah.
or the last few scraps of food or whatever. And she was trying to lick the ice cream at the bottom of the bucket.
Oh.
And basically what happened was that I was kind of sort of trying to help her get to the bottom of the bucket. And you could kind of sort of see in the video that I was kind of helping it happen. I kind of sort of nudged the bottom of the bucket, like, and she, to make a long story short, she wound up getting her head stuck inside of the ice cream container. I was such a bad dad. Instead of helping her get the ice cream thing off of her, I was just kept filming and watching her struggle to get the ice cream thing off of her. And
now, so that's all that matters. She's so cute. Oh my
I'm such a bad dad. But what makes it that TikTok funny is that and what made it TikTok worthy was that after she got her head unstuck from the ice cream, what she pretty much did was she tore the ice cream bucket apart. I mean, she literally just
oh my!
like
I have
was,
to watch that TikTok after this. I'm gonna go watch it after this just to see her. Oh my god, she is the star of the show. I think we should interview her today.
well, she doesn't really do much talking.
Oh, that's
And
perfect.
she's kind of sort of
Cute.
camera shy in a way.
Oh, she's so precious. Oh my gosh. I can't even handle it. She's so cute. I can't wait to go to the Humane Society and walk a dog now. Like, I'm so excited. I know. I think we're doing it next month. So I'm super excited.
Wow. I'm kind of jealous that Nashville does that stuff, because I used to work at a Humane Society, and they didn't tell me anything about what Nashville does.
Yeah, I know. I never heard of it until like there was this Facebook group that I'm in called the Nashville Girls Group, and we just talk about everything and advice and all that fun stuff. And they mentioned it, and I was like, oh, that's so cool, because I would love to do something like that. And then I know that Chase and we played at a fundraiser in Gallatin, which is like maybe like 40 minutes to an hour outside of Nashville, like 40 minutes, right? Yeah, like 40 minutes. And they
So basically the I guess you could basically say the St. Petersburg / Lakeland of Tennessee.
Yes, and I know that they have this, it's called Old Friends Dog Sanctuary, and it's for older dogs who are nearing the end of their life, and they take them in and they like take care of them, like that don't have homes or anything like that, and then they find them foster families. So we played at a fundraiser for them, and it's just one of the coolest organizations. And I'm gonna have to we want to go back out there and like visit and actually see the sanctuary and see all the older dogs, because they just really take care of them and they're so cute. And yeah, especially like the special needs ones, like because sometimes when they get older, like they go blind and they have issues with like arthritis and all that stuff. So they just really take care of them and find homes that can help take care of them.
Wow, that sounds like the Country Comfort trailer I watched the other night. I mean, it's beautiful and it's very sweet and everything else, but
at
the same time it really hits you a little too deep in the feels.
Is it that new?
For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about,
Patrick McPhee?
Yeah.
I haven't
Okay,
watched
so for those of you guys that don't know what I'm talking about, basically, to make a long story short, I was browsing on Netflix last night, and I was looking at the stuff that's coming soon. And, well, to make a long story short, there was this series that's coming soon that is called I'm not kidding. It's called Country Comfort, and what that show is it basically features Catherine McPhee, who I kind of had a crush on in the American Idol days, to be completely honest. And basically, she in the show she plays this country star that's I guess having this life in Nashville or something, and I guess she was in a rainstorm or something, and she went into this one house to like use a cell phone or something to get necessities or whatever, and basically what winds up happening in the show is that she becomes like a nanny to this family who I guess lost in the show anyway, not for real, but in the show. They lost their mother a couple of years ago, and it's kind of sort of the same, has the same sort of feeling that this Nashville dog thing is. I mean, it's not necessarily. I mean, Catherine McPhee's not necessarily going into taking care of people in a elderly nursing home or anything, but basically, Good Luck. It's basically like the Disney Channel show Good Luck Charlie, but
Oh yeah.
but the hits you in the feels thing times 5 or 10, pretty much.
Oh, that sounds. We're gonna have to watch. We've been on a Law and Order SVU kick. We've been watching all the Law and Order SVU episodes from season 1. So we're on season 8 right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Speaking of the devil, little Dolly's here. Look,
Hey, Riley.
look at Riley.
Now she's being stubborn.
Aww. Say hey. Aww. Aww. Come here. She likes being held like this, like a little baby.
Hey, look, Riley's technically doing the same thing with me right now.
Oh my god, our animals are twinning. Silly little beans. Oh, they're so cute. I love animals. They're perfect. But did you want to hear a song that I wrote with Cheryl?
Oh yeah, because the reason why I was asking about Cheryl earlier before was because if you were watching, okay, so for those of you that saw my episode with Cheryl Hill, basically what we talked about towards the end was that on one of my future episodes with either Kelley or Ashley Ryan, because I know she's going to talk to Ashley Ryan about possibly doing my show, and I think she's going to talk with a couple other people. I think she's going to talk to Nettie, Nedy.
Oh my god, I love Nettie.
Carol Cole. She's got a lot of connections with a lot of the singer fam I'm trying to bring on the show. But
yeah,
but
Nettie's
basically,
so nice, but don't play her in poker. I'm just kidding. She's great. Or Romy. We play cards games with them after band practice.
well, she was talking about how in a future episode she could do some drum stuff in the background.
Yeah, I know. That would be super cool. I know. Next time, if she's not working or something like that, that would be awesome. No, she's a ton of fun. She was just here, like I said, we always have band practice on Sunday, and she was just here and kicking butt. We're working on some new music, so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, how's that coming, by the way?
Good. We are going to be releasing This Crazy, which is one of the songs I wrote with Brittany Monroe from the CMT Artist Mentorship Program. And we're going to be releasing that on April 9th, I think is the possible release date. It might be a week after that. But I'm really excited because that will be the first song that we've released since we've been in Nashville. So we released music when we were in Pittsburgh, and it's definitely a different sound than what we are now. I think we were at a round and someone called us like country grunge, like grunge. So I've embraced that. I was like, okay, I can be country grunge. I can get that. But
well, for those that don't know,
country
fun
rock.
fact for those that don't, fun fact for those of you that don't know about Cheryl, of course she does, like I said, she does it for Kelley. She's done it for Ashley Ryan, Michael Keys, just to name a few. But there was this one band that I think she used to drum for a while back. And from the research I did on that, I think I forgot what the name of the band was, but basically when she was drumming for them, she kind of sort of had that grunge punkish sound.
Yeah, no, Cheryl is definitely very much like a grunge, like punk type of sound. And the song that we wrote together, which we can play right now, it's called Get Out, and it's definitely like a country punk vibe. So if you want to hear it, we can play it.
All right.
Okay, play it. You should know not to lie to me. Last time I checked, I don't wear a size C. Who do you really take me for? Why do you have to be such a man whore? You have the world in your hands, but you threw it away for that one night stand. Remember your truck sitting in my drive. Better tell me how many times have I? I'm not messing around. Her name's been spread throughout this town. You can keep your cigarettes and beer. Go fix that nasty mullet hair. Do you ever leave that couch? You know what? Just get out of my house. Why did I take you home and me and my mama? When all you're gonna do is so much drama. Why did I waste all this time on you? I'm gonna keep the dog to make it through. You had the world in your hands, but you threw it away for that one night stand. Remember your truck sitting in my drive. Better tell me how many times should I? I'm done messing around. Her name's been spread throughout this town. You can keep your cigarettes in here. Go fix that nasty mullet hair. Do you ever leave that couch? You know what? Just get out of my house. I'm not gonna shed any tears. So get your lazy ass out of here. Remember that truck sitting in my drive. Better tell me how many times have I? I'm not messing around. Her name's been spread throughout this town. You keep your cigarettes in here. Go fix that nasty mullet hair. Do you ever leave that couch? You know what? Just get out. I said it once. Just get out of my house. Just get out of my house. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I think it was after somebody after you, when I had you last, that I made this announcement. But to make a long story short, on that episode, I said that for every single senior that I have on here, if I'm assuming I can stretch it all year long, is that every single time the song ends, I play that fake audience sound effect, and a
Oh,
lot
thank
of
you.
singers seem to like it.
Yes, no, it feels like
Oh,
we're at a show with people pre-COVID time, so it's awesome.
yeah, and I know some of you singers are probably missing hearing that noise right now.
I know,
And
it's crazy.
We Are Our Lungs. That's the name of the band I was thinking of that Cheryl did previously. I actually have a picture to show you what I'm talking about.
Oh
This
yeah,
this is the band that I was talking about before.
yeah.
This band is called We Are Our Lungs,
The singer.
and
I was at her house. Or
there's a very emo grunge looking Cheryl right there.
that's perfect.
I've seen her with a hat
I don't know if she ever told you about that, but
She did. She did. She told me that she was in that band for a little bit of time. I mean, Cheryl is an amazing like singer, songwriter, drummer. Like she's so much fun to work with, and she's such a good friend. Like I said though, be careful playing cards with her and Nettie if you ever play cards with them because they,
dynamic duo.
yeah, I don't know about them. They somehow always win. I'm not sure if it's on the up and up, if you know what I'm saying.
yeah, no, I stick to the normal sports, the hockeys, the basketballs, and the baseballs like a normal person.
Yes. No, we usually play cards after band practice, but you know me, I love my hockey and football and all that fun stuff. Not so much baseball unless I'm actually at a baseball game because it's so hard. Just like golfing, I love to golf, but I can't watch it on TV. And like I like being at a baseball game and in that environment, but I can't watch baseball on TV. And it could be because the Pirates have just been awful for a long time. But
Well, my Tampa Bay Rays do sympathize with you a little bit there,
yeah.
especially considering the only reason why we even got the World Series last year, as far as I'm concerned, and I know it's going to sound a little crazy to say about my home team, but I kind of sort of feel like we only got in the World Series last year because Houston couldn't do it without cheating.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real.
I know that was I thought it was going to be a bigger scandal than it actually was. And I don't know if because of everything, like after all that came out, like where everything was found out, like COVID kind of happened and all that stuff. And then there weren't fans at the games, like, so they couldn't really boo Houston. Like I thought was going to like, happen. But,
Well, I heard there was towards the end, or
yeah.
at least the last few games anyway. But even I knew going in that it wasn't going to be an easy World Series, considering they had teams stacked with all stars. I mean, freaking Mookie Betts, freaking Kershaw, freaking Corey Seager, Max Muncy. It's like, and what do we have? I mean, yeah, we did have some good pitchers, and yeah, we did have some good hitters, and all that jazz. I mean, it wasn't necessarily that bad. I mean, it wasn't that much of a nightmare, but I had just had that funny feeling in the back of my head, and then the controversial Blake Snell move, and then I was like,
Yeah. I know. Baseball.
I'll do it for you.
It will. No, like I said, baseball is very hard for me to watch on TV. So it's very hard for me to like actually like pay attention and follow. But hockey and football, they're my sports, especially football. I'm excited. I saw that there was a report out that Alabama is planning during this fall football season because hopefully everything is going to get back to normal very soon. Like the vaccine, people like social distancing still, like all that stuff is hopefully like making COVID like die down just a little bit. And they're planning on having everybody at the football games like usual at Alabama. So that's what they're planning on. There was like a news article about it. So having like things go back to normal, hopefully next college football season.
Well,
which will be great because Earl is a huge Alabama fan. I don't know if you know that.
Cheryl is.
Yes, Cheryl is a ride or die, roll tide Alabama girl. Yes.
Well, I mean, college sports is kind of sort of the one thing that I don't pay much attention to. I mean, I did like the Gators growing up until what Tim Tebow, and no, I did not stutter. Yep, Kelley already knows what I'm talking about. Kelley already knows what I'm talking about. But
Aw.
yeah, ever since he did that in overtime, I've been Florida State ever since.
Oh no! So my brother actually goes to Florida for graduate school. So we were
Excuse me?
what?
Your brother goes to Florida?
Yeah, for grad school. He's getting his PhD in I'm pretty sure it's soil engineering. I should probably know this, but we were just down there visiting him. Not in December. We were down there for Christmas. We went to see him, and then we had that show in Florida. So we saw him, and we walked around the campus because there wasn't really any people there because it was like Christmas break, and so we walked around. They have this cute little lake, and we tried to see gators, but we didn't see any gators. But it was really cool. It was a fun time, and they have a really nice campus.
Well, well, in all actuality, my best friend since kindergarten, his sister goes there too. And going back to what I said about how if you have Florida connections, the chances of a show probably increases. But and it's very interesting that you have a brother that's in a Florida school, which does help. It kind of makes me want to throw up in my mouth a titch, but
I know. I'm sorry. Interview over.
no. I'm not that bitter. I'm not that bitter. I'm not that bitter.
Yeah. No.
Oh, yeah.
He loves it though. We love visiting Florida, like the state of Florida. I mean, right before I went to University of Pittsburgh, I spent a summer at University of Miami and doing research, and that was like a ton of fun. Like being in Miami, so humid, so humid. My hair does not do well in the humidity. Like I would straighten it, like because my curls just would poof up. But even if I straightened it, like my whole hair was like just poofy because it was so cute. I swear. Do you know how? Like when I brush it out, like my curls get all poofy. That's exactly what I look like. I look like a poofed up lion. It was, yeah. So if I'm, it's gonna be bad.
I mean, but you talk about how with Nashville snow and winter and everything else. I mean, this is how much Florida pretty much sucks at winter. Okay, so basically around this time, it has some winter-esque vibes, I guess you could say, but it's definitely more anything else but winter, and I'm pretty sure whatever cold that we kind of sort of maybe but not really have is gonna die down sooner if not later. But the thing is that like you could say, like if you looked on the weather and it said that like, oh, it's like 68 or 70 degrees outside, which could be good idea for the jacket and boots vibe, but maybe. But then the thing is that if it said that in the morning and you decided to do that, then you went outside, you'd be like, oh, okay, I'm glad I did this. But then you creep a little bit further into the possible afternoon, and then the late afternoon, and then the sun wouldn't be out, and then you'd feel the humidity a little bit, and then that moment when you thought, oh yeah, that leather jacket and boots thing, yeah, that was a
Yeah.
fantastic idea. But then what would happen is that instead of shivering, you'd be sweating
Yeah.
more when the humidity kicks in. And so it's basically wear a jacket in the morning weather,
Hmm.
but then
Take it.
instantly regret that decision later
No,
type weather
it's
around here.
because it is so humid here in Nashville, and it's not something, well, not humid, I guess it's so hot in the summertime, and it's not something that I'm super duper used to. Like I traveled around a lot because my dad was in the military, but being from like upstate New York to Maryland to Pittsburgh, like in those places, I lived in Texas when I was like really little, but I can't remember how hot it was then. But being most of my life being up north, like I'm not used to it being super hot. And like Chase wasn't used to it either, but he loves it super hot. Like when it's so hot down here, he's like enjoys it. I'm like, I need to find all the shows to do in Canada or someplace cold during the summertime because I just would rather be cold than be like super hot. But Chase is the opposite. Like,
Yeah.
I think everybody might be the opposite of me. I just know that when we're driving in the car, like we're driving to a show, I'll have like the air conditioning on my side of the car, and he'll have like high heat, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand.
Preserving my body temperature.
Wow, so you've lived in New York, Texas, Pitts, and then
Yeah, so my dad was,
man, you're kind of sort of like Aaron Pete Luke's in a way.
yeah, my dad was in the Navy, so I was born in Italy actually. So I was born in Italy.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
We moved to Texas, then we moved to upstate New York, and then to Maryland, which is where I spent a lot of time too. And that's where my family still is in Maryland. But then I went to University of Pittsburgh for college, and that's where I spent a lot of my time and where I grew. That's where I met Chase. That's where I became musical. So yeah, I guess that's where I actually started writing music is in Pittsburgh, and that's what I consider home. So yeah.
Yeah, well, it's probably a good thing you chose to come statewide because it's like I was talking about with Charlotte Young and Hannah Dorothy who actually live in the UK. And it's because it's one thing to try to get my singer friends to everybody I know in Nashville and a couple other bits and chunks places here and there to travel to not so much travel to Florida plus be in the right area and the right distance and everything else. That's one thing, but for somebody that's like British
Yeah.
or Canadian, I may have a German singer actually that does live in Germany actually. She may be on my show in April, but
Oh, yeah.
but if you live in another country like that, then unless it's a whole different ball game, you
Yeah.
know, because it's not like I'm gonna be able to. Well, I definitely can't because of COVID, but you know, to be able to go jet off to another country. But the good thing about the two singers that I have had on this show, one of them, her name is Hannah Dorothy. Very, 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 very sweet girl. The thing is that she has a sister.
Hmm.
This is a true story. She has a sister that transferred to America and actually lives in Mississippi.
Oh, wow.
She apparently, I forgot what Hannah said her job is, but luckily she was able to transfer to the states of Mississippi. And one of the things that Hannah and I talked about was that she usually, when she comes to America, they meet up in Florida and then go up to Mississippi. And I know it's one thing, and I know it's not necessarily Florida, but let's just say I feel much better knowing that her sister is in Mississippi instead of like Wyoming
Yeah.
or Colorado or Minnesota, because if that was the case, then then the thing with a possible shot at a Hannah Dorothy concert down here,
Yeah.
that takes a damper. And as for the other singer who I met yesterday, Charlotte Young, she's incredible. She's absolutely incredible. She did an amazing job on the show yesterday. But she doesn't have very much um connections family wise necessarily. But one of the things she told me was that she has been in the States before and has done it for quite a bit of time, and she said that here in Florida was the one state that she's the most excited to check out when she is allowed to
I
go
know.
over there
Yeah.
here again. But I mean, because she really wants to see Disney World. I
Yeah.
mean,
Florida has
who doesn't want to see Disney World?
yeah,
But I mean,
it has so much going on. It's so big and it's definitely different in different parts of it.
Yeah.
Miami to like Gainesville to like up to like Campbellton, which we're gonna be in soon, is like totally different places.
yeah, but it's like you said, it's pretty much the half Florida, half Alabama sort of thing.
Yeah, I know. It was so funny because we're playing in Florida. We had the show in Florida, and then the hotel we were staying at was in Alabama because it was 8 minutes up the road. So not even 8 minutes, like it was right there. So it's funny. Yep, shows in Florida, hotels in Alabama, and it was pretty cool. And that was funny because that was like the first time I think I've ever been in Alabama, so that was a lot of fun. They have a lot of cows down there. I didn't even know that. They have so many cows. And I'm like, cows are my favorite animal, so I was so excited to see them.
Cows, huh?
Yes, no, I love them. I call them grass puppies because they're just so cute. They're so playful. And yeah, no, I started loving them since I was like traveling from Pittsburgh to Nashville, and I would see a ton of them on the way. And I was like, oh man, they're so cute. And then I found out that they make best friends for life. They are stubborn. They also they mourn like losses, like if they lose a friend or if they lose like a child, like their little cow child, they'll be sad forever. And they also are motivated by food. So I'm like, huh, that sounds exactly like me. So stubborn, motivated by food. Just kidding. No, but I love cows. So they're one of my favorite animals.
Grass puppies.
Grass puppies. Yes, that's what I call them.
I have never heard a more interesting sort of nickname to consider a cow until what you said just now.
Perfect.
A grass puppy.
Yes, because they love running around in the grass. They love running around in the rain. It's so cute. You have to look up videos. Like they are so cute. The little grass puppies. That's what I call them. Yeah.
I can picture that with a horse maybe, but
I will send you some videos because I just love cows so much. I want everyone to love them. So I'm gonna send you some videos of these cows just running around being cute little grass puppies.
As long as I've been in Florida, I have never ever seen a cow like that in my life. I mean, technically, the only times that I have ever seen cows in whatever habitat, I guess you could consider them. I mean, I've never necessarily been on a farm before here in Florida, but at least on the couple of field trips I went on in summer camp to a couple of zoos. The one zoo that I know I've been to before with my summer camp before, which is in Tampa. It's called the Lowry Park Zoo. I went when I was really young, um, but and yeah, there were cows there, but from what I saw, they were the, at least going by what I saw anyway, they were the least active, moving around, jumping Jehoshaphat's, types of cows that I remember seeing. I've never seen a cow do anything like you've described before.
I will send you the videos of all the cows.
Well, if you've seen it, then
Yes. I've just seen, like I said, since I was traveling so much, I saw them so much, and I was like, oh, they're so cute. So now they're just my favorite. But did you want us to play one more song before we have to head out?
yeah, absolutely.
Perfect. Do you want to, why don't we play this crazy? So then you can hear it for like one of these times. You can hear us, tell us what you think about it. And then, yeah, this is the one that we're going to be releasing in April.
Oh, so ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we got ourselves another live stream exclusive.
Yeah.
Right here and now.
Yes. Kick it, Chase. I'm your neighborhood misunderstood. Local white trash up to no good. Hanging at your bar longer than I should. And I ain't a real blonde, but I'll be a real friend. So you do me wrong, won't even pretend I'll cut you off, even if it's a little my fault. I got red lipstick from mama, tattoos of the drama, a Harley from my first ex-husband, leather jacket from last year's boyfriend, or jeans from my daughter, drink a whiskey that I can water, cost a lot to look this cheap, took a lot of life to be this crazy. Jack and Jim are a few good men, but that's not where my story's gonna end tonight. That stranger is my guy. He don't need to pick a blind. I know what's on his mind, cause he ain't even looking at my eyes. He's staring where that money went from the settlement. I got red lipstick from mama, tattoos of the drama, a Harley from my first ex-husband, leather jacket from last year's boyfriend, jeans from my daughter, drink whiskey like it's water, costs a lot to look this cheap, took a lot of men to be this crazy. I know what I thought when I was your age, ain't nobody should be acting this way, just wait and see, that perfect life ain't guaranteed, it's gonna drive you crazy. I got red lipstick from mama, tattoos of the drama, a Harley from my first ex-husband, leather jacket from last year's boyfriend, or jeans from my daughter, drink a whiskey like it's water, costs a lot to look this cheap, took a lot of men to be this crazy. Yeah, it costs a lot to look this cheap. It took a lot to be this crazy. Thank you.
You know what's crazy about that is that when I was hearing the beat and everything, the tune and to that, it kind of reminded me an awful lot of 9 to 5.
Perfect. No, that is
Because when you were singing, because when I was hearing you singing the beat and everything else, I just the back of my head I kept hearing that.
Yeah, it has the same
Wow.
like the same driving force when we play it acoustically as that, because it does have a Dolly Parton quote in there. So we put that in there. Dolly Parton is a huge influence for actually both me and Brittany. So we threw her quote in there, and then we also a part of her quote in there, and then it has like the same driving force to it. But when we have this recorded like full band wise, it's very much like country rock, but it doesn't even sound the same. So acoustically
Well,
does have that same driving force as 9 to 5, and that's kind of what we had in mind when we were going behind it, because you have that Dolly Parton influence or quote and all that fun stuff. But when I recorded it in the recording studio, it definitely sounds a lot different, because it is one, it is a very different song. It has a very different attitude and thought to it. And then it was after a crazy night out at a bar in Pittsburgh that I wrote it. And then but it also is very much more of a rock tune when we have it recorded. It has like tons of guitar solos in it, lots of fun.
wow. Yeah, I guess when I hear it in full, when it's fully completed, I guess, yeah, it will sound a lot different. But I guess that was just my my overall first impression from, because I could hear it, like, you know, a little bit like ghostly in like the back of my head. I could basically feel the 9 to 5 presence.
Yeah, it
I
definitely
guess
has
you
that
could say.
vibe to it, like the same driving force. Yeah. No, you're right. No, it's super cool. So hopefully when you hear the whole thing, you'll love the whole thing and love all the guitar solo work and all that in it too. So I'm hoping that you love it.
That was, yeah, that was incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That
But
was an incredible first listen if I've ever heard it.
oh, cool. I'm excited. I'm excited about it. So I can't wait for it to come out. But we do have to get going tonight, if that's okay with you, because we do have another we have
Yeah,
a
that's
friend playing and we have to go see them. But I'm so excited that you asked me to come back on. I had so much fun and I love talking with you. And I love that we got to meet Riley tonight.
Yeah, it's a cute dog.
well, it's like I said. You know, if I now I know I got Gracie Graham and I got Demi Schwartz on slot for May, but
I
and
love
which is
Demi.
a good. I'm sorry, what?
Did you say Demi?
Demi Schwartz?
Yeah, I love her.
Uh-huh.
She's from Pittsburgh. So we met her at at a songwriters event in Pittsburgh. I met her and she's incredible. Like she is a great little songwriter. We wrote a song together. She's incredible. She plays guitar and she's actually she's blind and she's amazing. Like it doesn't even slow her down at all. Like she's amazing at playing guitar. Way better than I am. I mean, I play guitar very loosely to like songwrite, but she plays it for herself. She's she's a great guitar player and she's a great songwriter. I can't wait for you to hear her songs. Like she is a great songwriter. She doesn't let anything slow her down. She's incredible.
She's blind.
Incredible. She's amazing. She's amazing.
Did I just hear what you just said correctly?
Yes.
She's
Yes.
blind.
Yes. And you wouldn't know it because she doesn't let anything slow her down at all. She's amazing.
Because I was literally talking with her earlier today, and she was typing.
Yeah.
Because she was like typing to me in Messenger, and they were actually well
Yeah.
typed,
She
understood pair.
Yeah, she is able to do everything and she doesn't let anything slow her down at all. She's amazing. I cannot wait for you to meet her. She's amazing. And she is so sweet. She is the most adorable person ever. I love her. She's great. And she is releasing new music. I think she has a song called LA coming out soon. Yeah, no, she's awesome. I'm so excited that you're having her on the show. She's so sweet.
Well, first of all, what she told me was that I don't know, she's got like a grad school thing going on, and she said May only because I guess she's got to finish her little semester thing that she's got going on, but she said May's when she'll be free from what she's doing. Oh my gosh.
I know she's
Oh my gosh.
I know. I
That that well, anyways, I mean, like I said, as I was trying to say before, I know I got a couple of singers from Ace, and that's a start because summer is where is where I really need to work on finding people to do this, and that also is depending on what if I'm going to have my outdoor activities back here in Florida and all that jazz, and Cheryl did tell me that she was talking about having you be on your next another episode with you where she's drumming
yeah,
and then it goes back to what I said before.
we'll have to
This
coordinate it. I'll ask her when she's available, and then we'll let you know. And then, like, if you have an opening, and like Chase and I always love coming on and talking to you and all that fun stuff. So if you ever need anyone, just message me. And yeah, no, I'll talk to you.
you're
He's available.
you're one of the singers that I want to have more often than not.
Oh, thank you.
After what you just said, how sweet. But it goes back to what I said. This is as close to as it's gonna get until you're in the right area of Florida. I mean, it's the Tampa Clearwater Zone.
I'm hoping this summer, fingers crossed, this summer we'll be close to you, and it will be fun. So it'll be great.
Speaking of which, did you ever hear from? Because I know I sent you a list
You did.
of venues near me. Did you talk to any of them?
I talked to some of them. I haven't heard back from some of them. I heard back from others, but I have to follow up with them. So once it's basically like we have to wait until summertime and see what's going on just a little bit. So hopefully this summer we'll be in the area. We'll be excited.
I'm getting to see Christy Kraus in March. She's going to be in Tarpon Springs. God is good.
Oh yeah,
And
her.
there's a possibility, depending on when she announces it this year, possibly Morgan Miles is an opportunity. But I still have yet to hear when this supposed Tampa date is. But if you're gaining some ground with the venues here, I may have 3 chances this year, depending on what happens.
I said I'm very stubborn. So sometimes people just can't tell me no. Because I keep what is it called? The squeaky wheel gets the grease or something. Is that what it's called? I don't know. But
I think so.
yeah,
I
sometimes
think that's what it's
like,
called.
oh, hey, I'm just following up. Like, do you need someone to come play? Perfect. I'll come play. So I just, I never like really just, unless they flat out tell me no, I always like follow back out because I know people are busy. So I always reach out again and double check and all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm one of those squeaky
I'm
wheels.
doing the same thing with this, so it's kind of sort of no different.
Perfect. But we can't wait to be on next time. Like I said, I'm going to talk to Cheryl and give Riley a big hug from both of us because she's the cutest little pup. And I'm watching that TikTok right after this.
Yeah. Don't you already follow me on there?
I follow you, but I somehow missed that one. I've watched you just. Did you just upload it recently?
By recently, I think it was. Gosh, I don't even remember now.
Well,
I know it was a couple of weeks ago.
I'm gonna go watch it because I must have missed it, and I can't wait to see it. So we're gonna go watch.
Okay. You're gonna hear me laughing like a cackling hyena, but but you should enjoy that one.
Perfect. Yeah, I can't wait. And thank you so much for having us, and we can't wait to see you next time.
Well, we're gonna make it happen one way or the other.
Yes. Thank
That's
you.
the way. Thank you. I don't have the thing. Oh, that's fine. So that was that. Demi Schwartz is blind? Yo, let me show you guys something. Because I'm no joke. I was talking with her earlier today. Hang on a minute. Hang on a second. All right, I'll deal with that in a minute. But look, a blind person typed all this. Not all bejumbled letters or nothing. Perfectly typed out sentences. Wow. Okay, before I talk to you about tomorrow, I just got a message from one of those people. Hang on a second. Okay. So what's supposed to be on tap for tomorrow is a double header with Paige Howell. If you saw my episode with Kerrigan Berry, Paige Howell is a very good friend of Kerrigan Berry's. But I just got a message from her literally just now, and it just says, "Hey, I just realized you said Eastern Standard Time. I can't do 7 Eastern Time, which is when I had originally scheduled her to be on the show. Because I don't get out of work until 7:15 Eastern Standard Time. It's 6:15 Eastern Time for me, so I can either do 8 Eastern Standard Time best, or I can move to another week. This is all my fault because I didn't realize you said Eastern Time. My class isn't over until 7:15 your time tomorrow." Okay, so again, it was supposed to be a double header tomorrow, but based off what Paige Howell is telling me, because here's the thing. What it was supposed to originally be was that it was supposed to be Paige Howell at 7 p.m. and then after her at 9 p.m. Florida time, almost late night in a way. It may be middle of the afternoon or something else, depending on where you guys live that are watching me. But it could either be really, really late, really, really late, or really early in the morning, really early. Okay, so here's what's going to happen, because this just happened very, very suddenly. Okay, so tomorrow is not going to be a doubleheader. It was going to be, but after what Paige is telling me, it's not, because I already have Morgan Ashley, who was scheduled for 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. She was going to be the second round guest after Paige, but I also did tell her, because that was a little bit of a late late show for me that if I needed to, I would bump it up to 8 o'clock Florida time, which I think is what I'm going to do. So what's going to happen is that more. Sorry, I'm hearing my folks. I'm hearing my folks at the other end over there, and it's kind of distracting me. But anyways, okay. So Paige Howell is not going to happen tomorrow. We might be rescheduling her for later in the month of March when I have openings in March. So I'm gonna talk to Paige right now about rescheduling. But as and what time and everything else, prepare for Morgan Ashley, who is going to be my second round guest. Expect her to be the guest tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Florida time. Because now I can move her up to 8 o'clock now that I can't fit Paige into the mix tomorrow too. So yeah. So sorry already in advance about Paige, but we're gonna work this out. So just prepare for Morgan Ashley tomorrow at 8. And if she can't do 8, then I'll still sell for 9 o'clock my time. Even though it's going to be kind of sort of a night owl special. We'll see. Yeah, so that's that. I'm going to go investigate. And you guys have a good night.